Imagine waking up one morning to discover that $500 million simply vanished. No explosions, no alarms, no frantic calls for help, just empty frames hanging on a museum wall, mocking the world with their silence. In 1990, the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston became the stage for what is still considered the greatest art heist in modern history. 13 masterpieces, including Rembrandt's and a Vermeer, were stolen in a method so bold, so strangely casual, that investigators still struggle to understand how it happened. Today, we're breaking down everything we know about the $500 million mystery. The guards, the disguises, the suspects, and the baffling clues left behind. Every expert, every detective, every federal investigator who's touched this case comes to the same chilling conclusion. The Gardner heist isn't a story from the past. It's a puzzle that's still moving in the dark, a case that refuses to settle, a riddle that slips through fingers no matter how tightly they grip it. For decades, investigators have circled the same clues, reopened the same files, retraced the same steps, only to find themselves staring into the same empty space. Today on Chrononomics, we dive into the shadows left behind, into the empty frames, the torn spaces, and the unsettling silence where entire masterpieces once lived. These halls carry a weight now, a quiet tension that lingers in every corner, as if the building itself remembers the moment everything vanished. Works stolen in minutes, gone without a footprint, never seen again, never traced, never even whispered about in the underground where stolen art usually resurfaces. No trail, no noise, no explanation, only a perfect, calculated absence. The kind that shouldn't exist, the kind that feels engineered rather than accidental. These weren't just artworks, they were the very soul of the museum. Boston, 1:24 a.m. Two police officers stand at the Gardner Museum entrance, uniforms crisp, movements precise. But these aren't regular cops.
Boston police! Open the door!
This is the beginning of the most daring heist in U.S. history.
Yeah, let him in.
Inside the control room, the air feels tight, almost electric. Screens flicker with silent corridors, and the guards sit frozen, hands hovering over the emergency button, unsure if they should push it, or if it's already too late. The two policemen step inside. Their presence swallows the room's air. They move slowly, deliberately, each footstep a soft threat. Their eyes glide over every monitor, every guard, every blinking light, as if they've walked this path 100 times before.
Step away from the desk. Hands where I can see them.
The guards sit motionless after being restrained and quietly moved to the back room, their radios still hissing on the floor. The two fake policemen waste no time. One pries open the alarm panel, the other pulls the backup box from the wall. Wires spill out like veins, pulsing faintly with the last traces of security.
Next room. Left wall.
In the vast gallery, the silence feels sacred. Moonlight spills across masterpieces worth more than small kingdoms as the two disguised thieves step through the room with calm, calculated movements. They work without a word, one lifting frames from their hooks, the other sliding blades along the back to free the canvases with practiced ease. Each painting disappears into their bags, like breaths being stolen from the room itself. No rush, no panic, only cold precision. And when the last frame is emptied, the thieves slip out the way they entered, leaving the gallery stunned and hollow, its greatest treasures vanished into the night.
taken everything.
We've been hit. The paintings are gone. We've been hit.
Police flood the entrance as panicked guards stumble forward, voices cracking in disbelief. Alarms dead, gallery stripped. Nothing makes sense. The officers freeze, realizing the impossible has happened before anyone even knew to react.
We have a visual. Requesting backup.
Suspect is approaching Sector 4.
All units, converge and cut off the subject.
Convoys of police vehicles sweep through the streets, sirens cutting the night as officers scan alleys, doorways, and passing cars for the slightest suspicious move. Flashing lights paint the city in panic, but every lead slips into darkness.
Unit 3, sweep perimeter.
Run the plate again. 3ECZ041.
It's a dead end, sir.
Check the Boston Archives.
Another dead end. These statements are useless.
Keep digging. The traffic footage might have something.
The witness statements contradict the footage.
Enhance the plate. Focus on the blue sedan.
We have a match on 3JHX457.
Detectives move around the evidence table with tight, frustrated focus as the forensic team dusts each empty frame, lifting prints, swabbing edges, sealing every fragment with surgical precision. Every test comes back silent, offering nothing, leaving the investigators exchanging looks that mix disbelief with growing tension. The room fills with the soft rustle of gloves and tools as forensic specialists lift prints, seal bags, and run every test they know. Detectives watch in tightening silence as each effort stalls out, leaving the case without a single lead to stand on. Screens glow across the wall, cycling through hours of street footage in an endless loop. Investigators lean in, eyes narrowing as they study every frame. Headlights sliding past, shadows shifting under street lamps, figures moving in and out of view. Clip after clip is rewound, paused, magnified. Every passing car and every stray movement examined for the tiniest slip.
Possible suspects include global movement, contraband, the city bleeds.
Suspects surfaced everywhere. Local gangsters, international smugglers, shadow networks no one dared to name out loud. Some pointed to old-school organized crime, groups who treated stolen art like currency, trading masterpieces the way others trade weapons. Others whispered of private collectors with limitless money and no conscience, men who built hidden vaults beneath mansions and filled them with treasures the world would never see again. Investigators chased every lead: smoky backroom meetings, offshore accounts, secret warehouses filled with mislabeled crates. But one by one, the trails collapsed. Informants vanished. Tight-lipped suspects stared through interrogation rooms without blinking. Every promising angle dissolved into silence. And the art? Not one canvas, not one frame, not one scrap of a masterpiece has ever resurfaced. No auction whispers, no private bragging, no leaks from the black market. Whoever took them didn't just steal them. They buried them in a world built on loyalty, fear, and absolute secrecy.
We have a confirmed 187, requesting coroner and scene stabilization. Suspect is armed and dangerous. Copy that. Dispatch. Body is secured, proceeding to the morgue.
Over.
Days after the heist, a body and a soaked suitcase were discovered in a narrow alley, rain washing over everything like it was trying to erase the truth. Detectives hoped this was the break they needed, a thread that would finally tie the murder to the stolen painting. The men questioned that week were tense, silent, and contradictory. Some posed as innocent witnesses. Others acted like they had no idea why they were even brought in. But behind their eyes lived the unmistakable paranoia of people who operate close to the underworld. Back at the station, every lead hit the same wall, the familiar red stamp, dead end. Whatever happened that night, the message was clear. Someone wanted the truth buried deeper than the body. Federal agents opened safe deposit boxes, searched storage units, and questioned every suspect tied to the underworld. But each raid ended the same. Cash, fake IDs, weapons, never the paintings. The deeper the investigation pushed, the clearer the truth became. The art wasn't lost. It was absorbed into a network built to stay hidden. Private brokers, silent collectors, and routes that cross borders without leaving marks. Every thread snapped, one after another, until the investigation felt like it was grasping at ghosts. Clues didn't just fade, they evaporated, dissolving into the kind of silence only fear can manufacture. And the masterpieces didn't simply disappear. They sank into a realm untouched by law or light, a hidden world where secrets thrive, where truth is buried on purpose, and where nothing stolen is ever meant to return. To this day, the Gardner heist stands as the most successful and most frustrating art theft in history. The empty frames still hang as reminders of the night Boston was outplayed by a phantom team. Somewhere, the art must exist. Maybe hidden in a bunker, maybe locked inside a temperature-controlled room. Maybe waiting for the world to forget. But a crime this bold never truly sleeps. And one thing is certain. The minute even one of those masterpieces resurfaces, the chase begins again. Until then, the greatest heist ever pulled remains undefeated. This wraps up today's investigation here on Chrononomics, part of our ongoing series, Unsolved Archives, where we explore the world's most shocking mysteries and the crimes that still defy every answer. If you want more cases like this, unsolved, unpredictable, and impossible to forget, make sure to subscribe and stay with us. Chrononomics brings you the stories the world still can't close. Not now, and not ever.